Hello, welcome back to the 5th grade Tuesday quiz. Today we're asked to use the common denominator to write equivalent fractions for each fraction. Okay, so yesterday we looked at how to find the least common denominator. So let's do our multiples of 2, 4, 6, 8. Now multiples of 3, 3, 6, 9, 12. So how do I go, which number do we have? We have 6 as the common number. How would I go from 2 to 6 using multiplication? I would do 1/2 times 3, right? To get from 2 to 6. So I'm going to multiply this by 3. Now, whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top as well. Okay, so I'm going to multiply 1/2 by 3 over 3. Now, how do I go from 3, looking at this other fraction, how do I go from 3 to 6? Using multiplication, it would be 3 times 2. Okay, so I'm going to write plus 1/3. And what am I multiplying? I'm multiplying by 2 over 2. So what does that give us? 1 times 3 is 1. 2 times 3 is 6. 1 times 2 is 2. 3 times 2 is 6. I'm sorry, that's 1 times 3 is 3 now. So what we're looking for is 3 over 6 and 2 over 6 is the two fractions this turned into. Okay, we're not adding it yet. That'll be the next quiz. Right now we're just trying to get fractions that end up having that common denominator, like so. Okay, here we go. So 4, 8, 12, 16. Now multiples of 3, 3, 6, 9, 12. It looks like 12 is going to be the least common denominator. So how do I go from 4 to 12 using multiplication? And of course that would be 4 times 3 makes 12. So I multiply this fraction by 3 over 3. Now I look at this fraction. How do I go from 3 to 12? Using multiplication, I would multiply by 4, both bottom and top. So I'm multiplying 2/3 by 4 over 4. So what does that give us? 1 times 3 is 3. 4 times 3 is 12. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 4 is 12. So 3 over 12 and 8 over 12 are our two fractions that now have a common denominator. All right, let's use a common denominator to write an equivalent fraction for each fraction. Same deal. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Those are multiples of 2. Now let's do multiples of 8. 8, 16. So this is interesting. We are actually going to stay with 8 because that is the common multiple. Okay. So in this case, we're only going to have to change one of these fractions. This is going to stay as 3 over 8. We just have to change this one. So it's going to be 1/2 times, tell me, how do you go from 2 to 8? Using multiplication, we would do 2 times 4. Of course, we do the same to the bottom and the top. So it's 1/2 times 4 over 4. 1 times 4 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. So the two new fractions we're looking for is 4 over 8 and 3 over 8. Okay, one last problem. So let's do our multiples of 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42. I think that will be enough. Let's see. So 9. Let's do our multiples of 9. 9, 18, 27, 36. There we go. Okay, so 36 is our target. So I'm going to rewrite this 4 over 6 fraction. How do I go from 6 to 36 using multiplication? I would multiply by 6, both bottom and top. 4 times 6 is 24. 6 times 6 is 36. Circle it. Okay, now 4 over 9. How do I go from 9 to 36 using multiplication? Well, that would be 9 times 4, right? So 4 times 4 is 16. 9 times 4, 36. Now we have that common denominator, 24 over 36, 16 over 36. And in the next quiz, we're going to actually perform adding or subtracting these together. All right, great job.